Morning, girls. How are we doing? We're back here again with Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, Beauty of the Merriam of the Reverse, and this is Weigh-In Wednesday. The struggle is real, guys. I think I've heard a spoiler for this one already, because I've heard bits and pieces of the other important video, which is unfortunately also a reason why, guys, I'm actually a bit late in reacting to this, and I'm really sorry. So the problem is I made a brand new friend yesterday. Actually, friendships, there's numerous of them suddenly, even though there's only a picture of like one person who I've kind of like only half cut the face off for some reason, even though hiding their identity, even though it's like a magic private thing, even though like they're one of my friends' wives, even though they're actually someone who I've never met before and I didn't know who they were, and they give me flowers, guys, which basically means I think they're one of the saints in our religion. I'm not sure, because I've never actually read the Quran yet, but I actually think they're like a living saint, like Warhammer 40k, because they brought flowers, which apparently just means they're like the greatest person who's literally ever existed, even though I had coffee with them once, and they're my best friend, which is, I guess, more telling than it should be for Chantal if she met someone for coffee once and is talking about how it was such a special night, like she just lost her virginity. It was something. So I saw a bunch of clips of that and it was like embarrassing, just genuinely really, really cringe and really embarrassing. So I thought, why don't we go back to the weigh-in one, which came out yesterday night-ish or something like that, I think. Kind of something along those lines. Because she decided it's now weigh-in Wednesday, even though originally she started with weigh-ins on Mondays. And then the next week, did it on Tuesday, but changed the weight to work off the Monday weight for her first weigh-in, even though she had also weighed in on Tuesday, but she went off the Monday weight because it was a better loss for her, apparently, based on her weird system. And now we're weighing in Wednesdays. So, okay, let's roll. These are my socks. If you'd like to subscribe, please. Which, guys, make sure to hit that like button. Even though I have likes and dislikes, disable. How about, Chantal, when you post this little thing up, let's just cringe, and I really don't like, I just don't like this in general, because it's like, do you want to like the video? It's like, I've been on YouTube for a while, I know how it works, I'll like the video if I like the video, don't tell me to, that's kind of fucking weird. How about you just cut it off here? Oh, well, how about we just cut it off, like, all of it? How about we just cut all of this off? Because you don't have new viewers, like, at all. Like, who are you telling to subscribe to? Well, me, I guess, because I've watched her forever and I've never once been subscribed to her. Let's go. Oh, the treadmill, it's back. I put my water in here. Have you liked the mid-roll ads yet? Look, I hate you, fat woman. Why won't you die? Look how shit this looks. Like, bro. Is she about to try and flex on me? Why does that look like a barracks? That looks like a pillbox. What the hell? Is this Normandy? Are we at Normandy?
This is what I meant when I said I work out with barely nothing with the curtains open. The curtains are barely open, and you can't see anything with the sun shining through, and I just wear...
Sure. That's all I gotta say, is sure. I don't believe you. I don't actually believe that you work out as well. So this whole extra part of the thing that I don't believe, I also don't believe that as well. Also, look at it. Why don't you open the window? Why can't you just, like, open the window? You're seriously just, like, standing here going, look at this view, guys. And, like, just look. It's like a column just in the middle of it.
Wear a t-shirt and no hijab.
Do you own any t-shirts?
So the amount of calories burned is actually inaccurate.
Wow,
I use calculator.net to calculate for my body weight how many calories I would burn in 15 minutes of moderate walking.
Oh, wow. Suddenly she's, like... Do you know what? I was tempted to do the math for that again, but I'm just not going to, because I just don't care. I think it's accurate for what it would be, more or less. However, at the same time, once again, remember, we're jumping into a treadmill session that's already 15 minutes in. And it's like, am I meant to believe this is meant to happen? Remember what you used to do it on live stream to, like, dunk on the haters? And now, mysteriously, you just refuse to do it on live stream? Because, guys, I can't do it on live stream because I don't wear my hijab. Whoopsie, I really wish I could do it on live streams. Like, but you did do it on live stream like 4 times. What? No, but I don't wear my hijab, so I can't. Yeah, but the times you did it on live stream, you were wearing your hijab, so you could just do it on live stream. You know, like previously, you could just do that again. I've realized, like, repeating something generally actually leads to success and you're getting better at it, but... You know, why would I ever want to criticize our dainty girl, Chantal? Like, bro, come on, this is so embarrassing. It's so see-through. It's again like the whole, like, Amber Linux shoe she always had. Where it's like, guy, I would love to show you my weigh-ins that are definitely totally real, by the way. However, for no apparent reason, I'm just naked. So, I can't. Because I'm naked. Because I'm really worried. My clothes might add an extra pound to me. And being 500 pounds, that would really tip me over the edge.
And it's actually 103 calories burned.
Sure, bro. I don't believe you. Oh, that was a nice jump. Why did we need a jump cut to it being turned on? That's very suspicious. It's almost like you probably zeroed it with something else. 152.9. Last week's weigh-in, 151.5. Was it? Oh yeah, it was, because I made fun of her because like the scale at the Science Museum was 150.2 or something like that, which she claimed was her actual weight. So now we're up like 2.7 kilograms since then. Fantastic. So she's gained 5 pounds. Hi. You're on a calorie control diet with Amelie. The amount of calories she controls is like genuinely all over the place. And also she's working out like, I want to say like 1 billion times more because you can't really times by 0 in any way. Because like if you are doing even 10 minutes on the treadmill, that's 10 minutes more workout than you've ever done in your entire life. I think she's trying to do this. Okay. I love she's like kept panning, just to make sure she had the brand in it. Because she's really obsessed with that Wanza thing. Because he goes, it's Wanza. It's Kuwait only. I was like, okay. Why would I care? Why did you randomly bring it up? Oh, are you saying it's Kuwait only solely? Where did my potato go? Hi, Potato. How are you? You doing well? I know, I genuinely just looked at Potato because I was like, I should just move him up and block off the time-traveling, disappearing auto-subscriber plaque. I think she's only doing it so she can be like, you guys can't prove that I'm messing with a scale because it's only in Kuwait. Haha, losers.
Hey, guys. When
I go to Kuwait, I'm 100% going to buy one of those scales. I don't care how much it costs. I'll leave it. I'll donate to a homeless person who apparently doesn't exist based on Chantal's idea of what Kuwait is.
I made my breakfast.
I love her plate is so fucking gigantic, she can't even lift it out without hitting it against the fucking table.
So I have,
oh my god.
The eggs.
Did you just put like an entire slice of cheese on top of that? This is fucking gross. Like, who like was like, I'm gonna make a really satiating, nice meal. I'm gonna catch up to it.
Very, very small. They're not large, so I made 3. Scrambled with a cheese slice, a little bit of butter on the toast.
I'm not sure if I believe you with the small egg thing because, like, I just don't. I've seen your eggs. Your eggs look like totally, like, normal size. They're actually tiny, very, 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 very small eggs. They're normal size. It just looks like small compared to you because you are, like, a large egg, I guess. American cheese slices 56. Why would you have that? That literally takes away basically your entire workout. Like, why would you add the cheese to this shit? Actually, if you add the 2 cheeses, it's like 3 times your workout. What the hell?
Toast. Some a small tomato with some...
A small tomato. It looks like the normal sized tomato. The hell, it might even look like 2.
Cheese.
So
it's almost like it's like a feta cheese.
Cheese.
And some olives, grilled olives.
I love she's just like on a calorie controlled diet, and she's like, because you put it in as being feta cheese, guys. I mean, it's seriously only this meal we've ever seen her counting calories for. But it's like it's like feta cheese. It's like. So you have no idea what it is. So you've entered something into the calorie count that you don't even know is real.
And I have a water.
It's the smallest bottle of water ever. Is that another child's bottle of water? Did you steal off from another child? That thing was smaller than her fist.
And a coffee.
Wow.
I just use instant.
The spoon is as big as the cup. Are you using a serving spoon? Do you not have any small spoons?
Lavazza brand. And I put 2 teaspoons of sugar and some unsweetened chocolate almond breeze.
When you say you put 2 teaspoons of sugar, do you think that's a fucking teaspoon? I'm just going to say, because if you had a teaspoon, I think you'd be using a teaspoon to stir that. That's like a little. Is that why you're so fucking fat? Because you're putting like teaspoons of sugar by the ladle full? Oh my god.
I was using my sugar-free flavored syrup.
Uh-huh.
But I can't do it. I don't know. It gives me a headache. Makes me...
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Where's the calculator thing here? There you go. There. I was using it, but I'm not using it anymore. It's literally right. It's there. It's in this meal. You put it. It's almond breeze. Chocolate almond breeze unsweetened. So you are using it. I remember specifically because I looked through it and I was like, it's weird that it's unsweetened, but it's also got calories because most unsweetened things claim to be 0 calories. So I'm kind of curious what the calories are. They claim to be 0 calories. No, I think it's like 0 calories is actually 0 calories, because that's like not like really possible. There is always some kind of calorie in pretty much everything apart from maybe water, but I don't know. I think even if you brought in like mineral water might even have like calories to it, because even like artificial sweeteners still have calories to it, because it does give you a form of energy, so it has to have calories to it. Energy just doesn't appear from nowhere, so like the 0 calorie thing is a lie, but like you clearly are using it, so you can't even get through like a single video without just lying to my face.
Sweetened chocolate almond breeze.
Huh?
And some unsweetened chocolate almond breeze. And I was using my sugar-free flavored syrup.
Which is the sugar-free almond
but
breeze.
I can't do it. I don't know. It gives me a headache.
I really don't get that, because she said she added it, and it's like, that's what the syrup is. What? I'm so confused, because that is like flavor. It's like chocolate syrup. It's unsweetened chocolate syrup. That it literally is like a sugar-free syrup. What? Okay.
It makes me really thirsty. Cool. So
you're still using it.
I'm trying to keep it under 6 teaspoons of sugar a day.
That includes food with added just with added sugar, guys. With added sugar. What do you consider added sugar? Cake? Is that added sugar? Because the sugar is necessary for like the recipe, but so is that normal amount of sugar? Because it's not extra sugar added on top of it. What does added sugar mean to you, bro? Also, what are you talking about with like teaspoons? Like I said, with that, you were using a giant ladle. You clearly don't have a teaspoon, so how did you measure that bit out? I'm not going to pretend that you were out there with the kitchen scales measuring out granules of sugar.
So 2 in my coffee. I have 1 coffee a day, so.
Sure, bro.
And I have my vitamins.
Well, that's a lie, because this video was filmed on Wednesday, which is the day she went out with her friend. And she went out with her friend to a coffee shop and had coffee. So that's actually a lie. You don't have just 1 coffee a day. And the coffee you got there at the restaurant definitely had way more than 2 tablespoons of sugar in it.
And my pills.
Oh.
That I have to take with food. So
exciting.
Let's have a first sip of coffee of the day. It's always the best. Bismillah.
Why did she like, oh my god, she like look at something. I'm a Muslim. Did you guys fall for it? I said Bismillah. She's so happy with herself anytime she remembers to say Bismillah.
Beauty sip.
Ugh. How do you sip ugly? That doesn't even make sense.
Oh.
I'm orgasming over coffee? Question mark? Coffee that doesn't have artificial sweeteners in it, even though it has an artificial sweetener in it. I love it so much, guys. Oh my god.
Okay, let's try these tomatoes with cheese. I love this. And there's also some za'atar.
It's definitely for the tomato. That's the reason you love this. It's not the cheese or anything like that. Guys, this is nearly as good as that coffee I ate. I like it so much. Don't I just look so skinny to you guys? Because look at me here. I'm eating a tomato. I must be thin.
I'll eat this. And then maybe a couple hours later.
I want to know. Okay, so you're doing the tablespoons of sugar thing. And yes, I said tablespoons by accident because I'm actually being honest as opposed to with teaspoons. What about the ketchup? Like, ketchup has a lot of sugar in it, doesn't it? I don't like ketchup. I don't use ketchup. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure, like, Sansa or whoever does the calorie breakdown probably went through this and pointed out how this is probably, like, based on her weird claim, this is probably, like, half of her, like, sugar in one go. But that's why she did that. Added sugar. I was like, oh, so the ketchup doesn't count. Even if it's really sugary, there's no extra sugar added to it.
It's like a part 2 breakfast. I'll have, like, a bowl of my Special K red berries.
So you have 2 breakfasts. You're a
It's
hobbit.
not sweet at all. It's very low in sugar.
You're a hobbit.
Oh my gosh.
It's very low in sugar, and since there's no added sugar, it technically doesn't count against my sugar allowance, you know, as a diabetic. Oh my god, eggs!
I think 2 eggs would have been enough, actually.
Wow. Oh my god.
I
can't believe we're back to mukbangs again. Already. Again.
Relationship with eggs.
Wow. Just like my new relationship with my friend. They're both just as meaningful to me in my life, I guess, eggs and my friend.
So while I'm having breakfast...
Whilst I'm having a mukbang...
I thought I would talk about...
big fat.
How I've been doing this week. Because it's weigh-in Wednesday.
Apparently really badly.
I plan to weigh in every Wednesday, regardless of how I'm doing.
Wow, you're so brave. Why is that the smallest cup? Look, at that cup. Look at her fucking face as well. Look at the cup compared to her fucking mitt.
Because I think it's important.
Is that a shot glass? Or is your hand huge?
I think it's important to hold myself accountable.
Pretend to be thin and beautiful, because I am thin and also beautiful, guys. I think you will realize.
I have a bit of ketchup.
Just a little bit.
Anyone else eat ketchup on that scrambled eggs? On the eggs?
Oh, no.
So I'm holding myself accountable.
I love, like, anytime she ever talks to you on this, because she doesn't have, like, personality. Like, just in general, she doesn't really have personality. Anytime she ever asks something, like, do you guys like, tomatoes? Do you, comment below. Do you like tomatoes? Yeah. Please be my friend. Please be my, I need one in Q8, please. Do you think her new friend is someone who commented that they like ketchup under her thing? And she's like, oh my god, we're made to be together.
So I've basically been on the right track since I came back from Thailand.
I always gain weight, like, and I mean, like 5 pounds. You know, when I'm on track. Just it happens, guys. You know, sometimes you're on track and you just magically gain weight.
September 29th.
Uh-huh.
And I've been on track more than off. So the past 3 days.
Well, clearly not, because you gained weight. So the last week is a total write-off and implies you were just not on track at all if you actually gain weight. And that's me pretending that any of your other actual weight losses were actual weight losses. Remember, this is like a 450-pound woman who 1 week claimed, and I mean claimed to have lost. She didn't actually lose weight. She actually had put on 2 pounds because she had actually gained a kilogram. Remember the whole thing where I said she did the whole like, I was this week on Monday, however, on the Tuesday when I next weighed in, I actually was like this weight because like on the Monday I think she was like 152 kilograms, but then when she weighed in at the Science Museum she was 150 kilograms, which showed that she apparently lost 2 kilograms. But then like the next like Tuesday when she weighed in, she went off the Monday's weight as opposed to the Tuesday's weight, because if she went off the Tuesday's weight she technically gained a kilogram, but if she went off the Monday's weight she technically lost a kilogram. So technically this means 2 weeks in a row you have gained weight. How is that on track more than off? Coffee.
I've been overeating. I had a feeling that
Evidently
I would have gained a little bit back, and I'm relieved it's not more than that because
I'm fat.
I knew it was weigh-in day today, and I kept dreaming when I was sleeping last night that.
Do you think that's why she kept pushing it back? Like every single week she gets to like weigh-in day. Like I said, originally it was Monday. Then it was Tuesday. Then it was Wednesday. Do you think she gets like Sunday night and she's gaining weight because she's obviously a big fatty who eats lots? Do you think she's like, oh, actually, you know what? I was going to be weighing tomorrow. Actually, actually the new day's actually meant to be Tuesdays because it's towards the future Tuesdays. That's what that means now. It's Tuesday? No, actually, it's not Tuesday. It's weigh-in Wednesday now. It's actually a thin Thursday now. It's actually fabulous Friday now, guys. Actually, it's skinty Saturday now. And actually, it's sumptuous Sunday. I ran out of things to go with, and I went with sumptuous. I don't know sumptuous. You'd used to describe as thin, but you know what? Sumptuous. Why not?
Oh my gosh, you know?
This is really nice coffee that I definitely enjoy.
166 kg.
Yeah. That's definitely the limit you'd be going back up to. Definitely not higher.
When I weighed in at the doctor's, I was 166, and my diabetes was just out of control.
As opposed to right now, when I literally have to add it, like extra sugars in my meals.
Last year, I weighed 166 kg. My blood sugars were like.
It feels like you're trying to be indoctrinated because she just keeps repeating this over and over again. It's like Amber Lynn. Anytime you ask Amber Lynn, it's like, "What is your heaviest weight?" My heaviest weight is exactly this. It's like, what? How do you rhyme it off so fast? It's so weird. It's almost like it's scripted. It's like the 89 lbs thing that she kept talking about over and over again. Chantal's like, I can remember exactly the day I went to this doctor and I weighed exactly this and my blood sugar was exactly this. It's like, have you got that like tattooed on the inside of your hand or something like that?
23, 24.
Sure.
They had to give me emergency insulin.
And just insulin
and now
in general.
my blood sugars are consistently between 8.0 and 8.5 mmol.
So really bad still. On insulin. And I was like, they had to give me emergency insulin. No, they had to give you insulin. Because you now take daily insulin. So it's not emergency insulin anymore. It's literally your life now is to have daily insulin. And even with insulin and all the metformin that apparently she takes extra of, because there's a time in one of her live streams where she's like, I don't actually know if I've had my metformin today. Because I remember yesterday, I needed extra, so I took extra from one of the other days. And it's like, you're meant to be just increasing your own medication. You're not a doctor. So she actually needs to give herself extra metformin to get her blood sugars down. And she has insulin every day. And it's still 8. That's if I even believe her, because she hasn't shown us a blood test in a long time. Do you like the mineral lads, guys? But whatever.
Still an improvement from before.
Wow. I'm sorry, it's a really bad way of looking at it. I'm sorry. It's like if you could only do 5 push-ups, and your goal was like, I want to do like 100 push-ups, and you can only do 5. And then a year later, you could do 6, and you're like, oh, wow, what are you being negative for? Last year, I could only do 5. It's like, yeah. And at this rate, you'll literally be dead before you can do 100 push-ups.
A lot of chilies in my eggs. Woo.
Wow. It's almost like it didn't need the extra flavor of the extra sugar on top with the ketchup. You know, imagine. Or the extra cheese on top as well.
So I keep encouraging myself to be right back on track, which I am today.
Are you?
So I did my treadmill already.
You saw, guys. I showed a 1-second clip of it. I was like probably on the treadmill or something, maybe. You know, I could definitely just not have just left it going for 50 minutes and then jumped on for the last like 3 seconds. You guys saw it. There was a clock and it said a number on it, which means I definitely did it, guys. That's how treadmills work, I think you'll find, you silly gooses.
And I'm
going to be Salah filming that.
More. But I've still come, you know, a good ways.
Have you?
And
have you, actually?
I also feel...
I don't know if I did like a health and fitness journey, and I totally lied and pretended that I lost like £1 billion the first week, then gained the second week, and then gained the third week even more so. I don't know if I'd be praising myself and talking about how well I'm doing, because you had 1 week of weight loss and 2 weeks of weight gain. So, I don't know what to say to you, because there's literally no way, unless you like binge like nearly every day, that you would put on 5 pounds in 1 week, and that's if I believe it is as low as that.
Non-scale victories. There's a shirt that I got back in Canada that I almost didn't bring back with me the last time because
it doesn't fit you, because it rides like really high up. It rides so high up that you need to wear a second larger dress underneath it just so you can wear it.
It was tight and it didn't cover much, you know.
It doesn't cover much. It's why you have to wear a second thing. Like it wouldn't meet your waistband from the looks of it.
And my tummy was showing when I was wearing it.
My tummy was showing.
Just tight around.
That reminds me, actually. Firstly, I hear people go, my tummy, because she's saying it like she's like a cute, like, you know, 10-year-old girl. It's like, my tummy. I still remember, because I'll never not remember it. Like, I'm pretty sure it was in the old apartment where Salah was sick. It was when she was getting ready to go to the gym, you know, last year, when she was definitely losing all that weight back then as well. When she was going to the gym last year, she randomly, like, was talking about Salah, and she's like, Salah's sick, so I'm making him some hot tea with lemon and honey in it, you know, for his tummy. Because she's trying to be like a dainty, cute wife. And she's like, Salah's tummy sore, so I'm making him some tea with honey in it. And then, like, recently she was talking about a live stream about how, you know, I get the ick from guys, like, ordering tea. Like, what? Like, what? And then I guess she must have remembered, or someone in chat must have pointed out, it's like, do you not remember that Salah apparently needs to have his tea made in a special fucking way, and you're always boasting about how such a good a wife you are to him because you know how he likes his tea made? And she's like, I mean, just order, or when you order it. Yeah, it's like, as if doing it outside the house is like, that's the most disgusting, unmasculine thing that's ever existed. But if you have it done in the house, Alpha Sigma male Salah's like the toughest guy ever who could beat up all the haters.
Down here, so
I always love that one.
Now it just falls more loosely and stuff like that, you
Does
know?
It,
so
though?
I'm trying not to put too much of my mental health into the scale.
Wow.
But I still do think it's
should.
important just to weigh in, just, you know, to see where I'm at.
You're arguing that this top that you're wearing, when you're heavier than when you went to Canada, fits better now, even though this week you've put on. I'm really genuinely really struggling here to understand what the fuck that was even meant to mean.
So,
wouldn't I have noticed weight loss at this point?
It's a bit disappointing. I'm not surprised. I've been off track for like 3 days. It was just a slippery slope. And it's hard to catch myself.
But even when you were off track, you were claiming that it's like, well, I'm having a takeaway. But guys, it's a healthy takeaway. And I only, you know what, this rice here is a huge plate, enough for like 4 people. Well, I only had 2 cups of it, guys, which is allowed with it. She was claiming like she was still like in control when she was ordering the takeaway and everything was like going fine. She really wasn't that much over her limit. She maybe crept over it by just like a tiny little amount, even though like her amount that she was allowing herself like changed dramatically by the day.
And you know, usually I go with a much bigger bender.
Doesn't make sense.
You know, start ordering all kinds of things.
Wow. You couldn't even get through that sentence without eating.
Fast food.
What? Is this the face you make when you lie to me? I haven't ordered any fast food. I saw you eat it. You're weird.
What happens next week? Hopefully this week will be a completely on track week.
Sure.
I have to also go easy.
Even though you're here having your dinner, your breakfast, and also having your coffee, which is your only coffee of the day, but then you go out later on and I guess have a meal or have like coffee with another person, and I'm sure you got tray bakes, I'm sure you got a cake slice or something like that. Where's the on track for today? This is apparently your first day of the week, and you fucked it up.
On myself for my own mental health reasons, because in the sense that, you know, don't let myself get too down about it and just keep going, because, you know, slip-ups are going to happen when you're fighting an eating disorder, food addiction.
Food addiction, you know. That's why I'm eating on camera again, and why I eat on camera every day, and why I do it during every live stream as well as every video now. Even though the video has nothing to do with food, I'm just going to sit here and eat on camera, guys. That's how I fight my food addiction by making it my job.
Habits also for like 30 years.
Way longer than that. Like you were a fat 10-year-old as well.
Like 20, whatever, you know?
Oh, well, 20 years actually. I was really thin until I was 20. I actually was like considered probably the sexiest girl who like ever existed. Like when I was 7 years old, everyone told me how sexy I was because I was like so super pretty and stuff like that. And all my stories for some reason just end when I was like 8 years old, probably because I don't want to claim it happened in my teenage years, because I've already talked about my teenage years and everyone knows I was a fucking loser. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to talk about kindergarten next. Guys, I'm going to talk about in the womb how I was the most popular kid in school.
So
that's a plate. That is the biggest plate I've ever seen.
It's bound to happen.
What is bound to happen? Was that even a complete sentence? So, you know, it's bound to happen.
I take a multivitamin. This is OBU brand. It's about between $20 and $25.
How many calories is it though? Because it's like fruit flavored and it's a gummy. So I'm assuming there's probably calories in that. If you're doing like calorie counting and especially sugar control, you definitely know how many sugars and calories are in this.
Take 2 a day.
Wow, she's so healthy, guys. Look, this thing exists. Jump cut.
I better refill my pill thing. It's already been a week.
Wow.
Anyway.
That is how weeks work. They pass. What? Fantastic.
The best part of waking up.
Sorry,
So,
I don't care. How many mid-rods were unironically in this? By the way, everyone, Brave browser, fantastic for blocking ads.
The past 3 days have been really, really tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, suddenly it's so
hard.
hard.
And I could already tell just by one day not doing the treadmill. I'm finding that the exercise.
She claimed every day. I'm pretty sure she live streamed every single day. And I am certain every single live stream she claimed, oh yeah, I did that already. Yep, did it already. Yep, happened earlier on.
Like, it helps. It's been helping my skin, I believe.
No.
My skin looks glowing after sweating buckets.
Yeah, I usually think rosacea is glowing. So pretty, guys. Also, I love that she's like saying this whilst like posing in front of the camera, even though she obviously also uses filters on her live stream, but she acts like YouTube block filters whilst live streaming or something, which is not at all possible or true. It literally, the filter's applied by your camera, not by YouTube. It's not my potato guy you see on screen. He's not filtered in any way, guys. But this is you filtered, like even the filters that you would actually admit to.
And working out. And also, like...
That is the funniest thing as well. If you've seen the picture of her with her, like, new best friend who she met once for 10 minutes, and they're, like, honest to God, there will be stories written about their friendship because it is, like, the most pure, amazing thing that has literally ever existed. And you're all probably jealous of her friendship, even though, like I said, she met someone once and claimed it was a special night and is basically talking like she's going to dump Salah and marry them because of the greatest person who's ever fucking existed. Have you fucking seen that woman's jaw with Foodie's filters on? Because we all laugh at Foodie with her like chisel jaw, you know, with like her very clearly sculpted pointy chin, because the filter just has no idea how to treat her face because so much of her face is hidden by black. So it's like, oh, I guess this must be the extent of her face, so it just gives her a really pointy chin. That woman had a proper jawline as well. It was so funny looking.
The endorphins. I'm so much happier and more energetic.
Clearly.
So starting my day off.
You look miserable, like 24/7. Like, I'm sorry, like, okay, I've talked before about how this doesn't really happen. It's not like you get on a treadmill for 10 minutes and you're like, my depression, it's just gone, or something, I guess, suddenly. That's not how it works. It's just not. So her just suddenly claiming, guys, I was on the treadmill for 10 minutes, and my depression's gone, I'm so happy. And then she gets on live stream and non-stop argues with the chat, bans people, shouts at people, screams at people, shouts at Salah, everything like that.
Fasting and doing the treadmill, you know.
Also, one of the days she claimed that she was off track was the day that she made her spaghetti, which she claimed was like totally within her calorie limits. So where was the off track there?
Hopefully it sets me up for a good, you know, revs up my metabolism for the day.
Yeah, won't, but okay.
Gonna get...
Oh, she pulled a funny face, guys, because she needed another 5 seconds, I guess, for another mid-roll out or something like that. This is like a 40-year-old woman who's trying to be like a health and fitness coach, and she just is slowly just drinking coffee that she clearly fucking hates, and she just looks at the camera and just starts pulling faces, because that's all the personality she has, is like, you rat face, because that's it. She has nothing else to do. Like, find a hobby. Like I said one time during like a live stream that it's so weird watching her talk about movies, because she actually does seem to like movies and care about movies. So it's weird to see her talk about something she actually likes. But admittedly then when she talks about movies, it is like the most like crayon eating level of like in-depth into it, which is like, I didn't like it because it wasn't good. And because it was bad, I didn't like it. It's like, thanks.
Right back on track today.
Thanks for the review.
What I was having the most difficulty with is just overeating. Having an extra meal, an extra snack.
Wow. How the fuck do you manage that? Also, like I said, at no point during any of those live streams do I remember her saying, this is my extra meal. I don't remember her saying that. She always said, like, this is my meal, but it just has more calories than I usually would do, but it's still fine. It's not really over my limit by that much. I don't remember her saying, yeah, this is like an entirely separate, brand new meal.
But not nearly as bad as I would if I normally would be off track before. This was, you know, off track light in comparison.
But it doesn't make sense because you gain 5 pounds, which implies that generally when you're off track, which was 90% of your life, that every single week that you're off track, which you claim was fairly common, you should be gaining more than 5 pounds. So how does this balance out? Especially because like this week, you're still working out, which would counteract it when previously you never worked out. So how previously, when you're off track and not doing any exercise whatsoever, did you always gain 0 pounds every single week because you're mysteriously always the same weight anytime you ever weighed yourself? But this time when you are working out every single day and on track for 4 to 5 out of the 7 days, but you're off track a little bit, kind of, you gain 5 pounds. How does any of that make sense?
So, yeah.
Wow.
That's where I'm at.
Are we done with this video yet?
So yeah, if I'm feeling a bit hungry later.
How long are we on? We're not 12 minutes yet? Okay. Fuck me. It is so clear she's just running down the clock. How do you spend 12 minutes and say fucking nothing?
I plan to have a bowl of cereal with some low-fat milk.
So if you're hungrier later on, even though earlier on you said that you were going to have it as like a second breakfast. Okay, so but that's not if you're hungry later on.
And maybe a grapefruit. We'll see after that.
The grapefruit that you're apparently not going to be eating.
I would like to do some what I eat in a day videos maybe. So we'll see those coming, but
no one cares.
Anyway.
I don't know if you'd really do those because like I said, like people then will see you do like a live stream. You'd have to do that on a day when you don't do a live stream because if you did a live stream, people would be like, okay, what did you eat? And you'd probably forget it because you're not telling the truth.
I guess that's it.
Oh my god, this is the 7th time she said that's it. This is it.
Listening to me
This is it again.
journey. And if you're on a journey of your own selves, it's been a slice.
I pulled a face again. I'm 40 and I'm doing shit like 10-year-olds would do to be funny. Do you like it yet? Awful. Really bad. Genuinely bad. Like I said, I went into it knowing that she had gained weight. Wow. That's really all I have to say. It was just really lame. It was so clearly just like a padded out video. I don't think it did really overly well because it's been out for over a day now. I think it's on like 4,000 views or something like that. because I don't think people care. Like, I think people are more than happy, because, like, if you give the people the option of saying, okay, you're going to watch this video that's, like, fake and heavily edited and obviously just lying to your face, are you going to wait for that? Or do you know, well, she live streams every night now. I might as well just wait for the live stream. And I'll just watch the live stream where she's constantly just lying to my face and making up stuff and counteracting herself constantly. Wouldn't people just do that? Or, of course, just, like, wait for someone to snipe her, I guess. But that's going to be it, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.